Hi, welcome to I Unlimited, committed to helping you find your best self and inner peace.
Hi, fellow travelers. I have a message to share. I was inspired to work with another of my beloved decks, the Gateway Oracle cards by Denise Lynn. And the first card that came out is Stepping into Stillness. My power is born in the majesty of silence. Again, another message that is coming to me over and over lately of really going within, entering into that connection with the divine, taking that time, especially as we start the day. But I am a big believer in periodically through the day. We're so focused on connecting with the human world. But I think that the connecting to the divine is not only is it a greater power, is it a greater joy, but it can really impact the connection we do have with our human world. The second card that came out with it is, trying to get these to look level on the screen, being in the flow. I am in the flow of the universe. And what came to me when these two cards came out is I heard a quote attributed to Steve Harvey. And it said, I hope I get this exactly right, but if I don't have the words exactly right, I still have the meaning. If you don't distance yourself from your distractions will distance you from your goal. Isn't that powerful? So if we choose to connect with the distraction, to interact with it, to step into that, we're probably stepping out of the flow of the universe. Because by definition, a distraction, would not be the flow. And I know that that's something, I can grapple with too, is, you're headed down a particular path, you're going this way, and something else comes up, and you're like, no, is that a distraction, or is that the universe redirecting me? Because, you don't want to just be stubborn and, sticking there, but the answer is in stepping into stillness. When we don't know, we step into the stillness. We quiet all distractions. And we go into that connection. And we ask for clarity. Right? And that's one of the things that I will ask for in the messages is I say, I want clarity. Don't let this be confusing for me. And sometimes that comes through our thoughts. Sometimes that comes through my bodily feelings, that logically I may think something makes more sense, either to do it in this order or to go that direction or whatever it is. But what I feel in my body is this like, no, no. And again, all these things we can make it up. So it's so important to be connected when we're doing that. And do it over and over. But isn't that powerful? If we don't distance ourselves from our distractions will distance us from our goal, because it gets in the way and it takes you down a different path. And so as we go into the silence, we go into the flow of the universe. And again, by the definition, flow, it's already going the right way, and we get to ride along. So if we are swimming against the tide, kind of a heads up that we might be going the wrong way. All right, and we might want to reconnect and ask. And we get into the flow of the universe. So, super powerful. Another thing that is coming to me over and over in different ways. And believe me, for me, distractions are a habit, a very deeply ingrained habit. And it can look for me like, oh, I don't feel well. I have a headache. I'm nauseated. Oh, I'm so sleepy. Oh, I need to address this first. it can look like, oh, I can't do that until I get X, Y, and Z done first. I really should get everything put away, everything organized after I've moved, and then my being and my mind can be clear and free. It can look like, well, but I don't know how. I need to think about this. I need to think about how to do it right, which underneath that is be perfect, right? So you can't possibly do it wrong if you don't do anything at all. But then again, you're not doing anything at all. So, it can come up in a variety of ways, but it's such an ingrained habit. And it's a matter, I don't have every last thing done in this house. Yeah, I got a lion's share of it done. But it's a matter now of getting in the flow, going deep in that connection, just scrubbing away everything else till that's all there is that connection, getting in that flow. And guess what? Everything that needs to get done gets done much more smoothly and easily, much more effortlessly. So it's something that I do feel like I'm kind of swimming against the tide at the time, swimming upstream, going against those habits. But by the same token, it feels good. Because it's almost like, if you've ever done any kind of stretching or workout or something that, I don't love it in the moment, to be frank and honest, but afterward, I love how it leaves me feeling, rejuvenated, stretched out, supple, strengthened. It's so great. So it's kind of that same kind of thing, even though, I have to drag myself kicking and screaming when I don't know how to do it perfectly. Like I'm stepping into painting. I've never painted before. And trying to get, if I do get an image in my mind, trying to get that to come out my hand has not been successful yet. But being able to be with that and have fun with that and just understand and accept, I look at these painters, I see these things online where they just, are whipping out these things like, wow. But you know what? I don't know how long they've practiced, how long they've been doing it. I also don't know if there isn't some editing in the video. And I also don't know what kind of innate ability and talent they have. There might be some people that it's a gift they have, and they can do it. Other people, and they, even if you have a talent, if they came out of the womb drawing, but if you looked at the drawings they did as a 3 and 4 and 5 and 8-year-old, it would look very different than what they do as an adult potentially, right? So I have to give myself that grace. But the thing that really keeps me going is it's such a pull for me in my very core, in my being, that I have to do it. And I'll never get better if I don't start and see where I am and see what the gap is and what's missing, and then understand and take that next step and that next step. It's like, being at the bottom of a staircase and expecting in the blink of an eye to be at the top. No, I have to step on each tread and get up there. So the more I practice this, the easier everything will be, because I'm in the flow. I'm working with the universe as it tries to guide me. Right? Able to hear and flow along. Easiest way to do that, as I always say, is through breath work. So inhaling slowly, gently, count as you go, but feel your whole body from your hair to your toes, and push, feel like you expand outward in every direction and crack the shell of limitation around you. And exhale again slowly and gently to the same count, and let that old shell fall away in pieces. And inhale a second time, slowly and gently counting, filling your whole body from your hairline to your toes, and feel yourself pushing every single cell in you outward until every single cell has room around it to dance and move freely. And exhale slowly and gently to the same count, relaxing your muscles as you do. And as you inhale a third time, slowly and gently, feel that air passing through all those spaces you just created in your whole body. Do that as many times as you like. And then focus on breathing fully in your chest and belly. Fill your chest and belly. Try practicing that as a normal way to breathe as many times during the day as you can think of it. And breathe through any urge you have to shut down and close off again. Remain open. Feel that pass through all those spaces. Allow that breeze, that flow of energy to cleanse you, to blow away any debris of the past. You have room in you for whatever was stuck to just slip on out. And that can include pain. If anything hurts, just breathe space into that area and let the pain slide on out. And keep doing that. Remain open and take in, as you inhale, you're remaining open. Breathe in as much bounty and blessing as heaven is pouring out to you. And then as you exhale and you release, spread all that farther. As I say, practice that as many times a day as you can, because you can do it in the shower, in a meeting, driving the car, with your eyes closed, meditating. It doesn't require eyes closed, though, so you could do it anywhere and everywhere. And until next time, you keep shining your light.
I hope this video helped you rise higher and shine brighter. Keep going. Invest just a few minutes here with me each day, and you'll see your happiness, fulfillment, and inner peace grow. Please remember to share, like, and subscribe to this channel so others can find their best selves in inner peace too.